Good afternoon, all of you. Renisha from Commodities Research. Today, I'm here to give my views on commodity for the next week. Commodities generally moved higher last week amid ease in sovereign concerns in European periphery and robustness in economic indicators. Energies and base metals were especially buoyed by the positive global PMI data released early in the week. Strong market sentiment obstacle disappointing US employment report, which showed a fewer than expected payroll additions and rise in unemployment rate to 9.8%. Rupee appreciated 2% last week from the level of 46 to 45, and this kept gains in commodity at MCX, especially in gold. Gold surged to new record closing high last week after a weak US job report reinforced perceptions that monetary policy will stay weak for a longer time to come. Gold remains a buy on dips market. China's gold import has surged 500% from last year to 209 metric tons from the first 10 months of this year. That's a significant rise in a roughly 3,500 ton market. Silver is once again at new 30-year high as the metal resumes its parabolic ascent. It rose magnificently 9% last week, and silver has successfully achieved my target of $30 per ounce at COMEX and rupees 45,000 at MCX, which I have been telling since the starting of the November month. Precious metals will continue to rally, benefiting from global economic uncertainties, sovereign concerns in peripheral European countries, inflation pressure in China and other Asian economies, geopolitical tensions from North and South Korea, and US QE measures. Bullion may also climb this week as US Fed chairman said that the central bank may buy more bonds, boosting demand for precious metal as an alternative asset. Gold has next resistance at $1425 and $1450, while silver has next resistance at $30.40 and $31. Gold is expected to touch rupees 21,000 at MCX and a new high at COMEX this week. And for silver, I remain cautious and expect great volatility. It could touch 46,000 on the higher side and 43,500 on the lower side. So trading with trailing stop loss is recommended. Driven by the increased risk appetite, the base metal complex moved higher, with the LME metal index gaining 5% in the last week. Gains in individual metals range from 2% to 6%, with copper and zinc being the best performers. I advise caution on this sector also, as China formally announced to shift to proactive fiscal policies and prudent monetary policies next year from this year's appropriately relaxed stance. It's inevitable for base metal prices to decline if China accelerates tightening to curb inflation. In the coming week, I expect volatility to remain continuing in the base metal complex, and copper looks positive, while zinc and lead prices are expected to consolidate at current levels, while nickel and aluminium prices may see some buying at lower levels. Crude oil futures rallied 6% last week to hit 25-month high at $89.50 on positive economic outlook and strong demand prospects. The positive global equity indices and confident economic data gave stand to rising oil prices later and supported by the weaker dollar. I expect crude prices to trade firm and may see some profit booking at the landmark level of $90. Crude has resistance at 91 also and support at $87. Natural gas prices are expected to trade higher on cooler temperature in US and UK, eyeing the target of $4.6. So this is all from my side. For more details, please read our Commodity Weekly Report by Happy Trading.